Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the 2016 Appalachian Energy Summit. Yay! Thank you. A little bit of enthusiasm. So I'm Sue Edwards, and unfortunately you are stuck with me for the next 2.5 days. Okay, and I'm going to keep you all hopefully entertained and on time. So good luck with that, she says. So this is actually the 5th Appalachian Energy Summit, and it's actually the largest one to date with approximately 500 participants from academia, industry, and also from our campus management specialists. So those folks not only come from North Carolina, but we've extended our reach, and actually they're coming from all across the state. So that's a really cool thing. This year, our theme is knowledge, collaboration, and action. And in keeping with this theme, I thought I'd start us off with infusing some of my knowledge now for your interest. So you may know, according to the side, I'm Interim Vice Provost for Faculty Affairs. But what most of you don't know is that I'm actually a fish physiologist. Okay? I study how fishes respond to increasing environmental carbon dioxide concentrations. So, as you can imagine, when the organisers said, you have 5 minutes to chat with you all, I thought what a perfect opportunity to highlight to you, from my perspective at least, exactly how important the work you do here is from an environmental science perspective. So that's what I'm going to do. A couple of folks there you can probably relate to at least. And of course it's biased because this is home. So we produce carbon dioxide as a result of, say, our energy use. Okay, this carbon dioxide is emitted into the atmosphere. Now, what happens to that carbon dioxide is that it's sequestered or picked up by large bodies of water. And there's no more large body of water than the ocean. Okay? So when the carbon dioxide is sequestered by the ocean, it increases the concentration of environmental carbon dioxide in the actual water itself. Now, carbon dioxide to you and I is not a huge deal. Right here, right now, you're sitting bathed in a sea of air. And if your body has a buildup of carbon dioxide, it responds straight away with an increase in respiration rate. You don't even have to think about it. Your body automatically does it. Okay? But unfortunately, our friends like Nemo and Bruce here, they don't have that same luxury. Because unlike the air, the concentration of carbon dioxide in water is already high. And so we're adding to that with the sequestration of carbon dioxide. So if you've ever sat there and watched a fish ventilate, you'll know that their operculum moves, and it moves water across their gills, and that, in fact, is how they have gas exchange. So they can't increase that rate anymore. They're already working super hard. So what they have to do is they have to utilize other mechanisms to regulate that inside their body. Because if it's allowed to build up, what it does is it binds with water in the blood and it creates carbonic acid. Now, as you can imagine, putting acid in your body is not a good thing. So that's one thing that happens to the fish. The other thing, and I'm sure you've heard this term a lot, is ocean acidification. Now, ocean acidification is the result of carbon dioxide sequestration, and what it does is it results in a decrease in pH of the water in which the fish live. Again, you can imagine that if you were swimming in lemon juice, that would not be very pleasant. And so that's the same thing here with the fish. The other thing that happens is both the increase in carbon dioxide and the drop in blood pH result in the fish's blood decreasing in pH. So the fish's blood becomes more acidic. Now, for you, sitting out there right now, your blood pH range is 7.35 to 7.45. Any deviation either side of that causes cellular damage. It results in enzyme dysfunction and very quickly death. The same thing happens for the fish. So the fish have to make a choice. They have to decide, am I going to utilize my energy stores to reproduce and grow, or am I going to utilize my energy stores to fight against the environmental change? And that in itself means it has dire consequences. When the fish have to make those choices, it's actually not a conscious choice. All right, same with you, it's not a conscious choice. Physiology of the body dictates that your body is going to try and survive no matter what. Okay? So the fish switch their energy usage from reproduction and growth into survival. And that has consequences for decreased reproduction rates and decreased growth. So what you can imagine is there is serious problems associated with increasing carbon dioxide emissions, sequestration, and the size of a catch. So not only will there be lower fish numbers, but there will also be a lower fish size. And what we've got up here is, this is a tuna. In the year 2000 to the year 2050, you could see predicted anything between a 14 to 24% decrease in size. So what's that mean to you? Okay, what I'm trying to do here is highlight to you that what is exceptionally cool about the work that you do as a group is that in the last 4 years, all of your hard work has actually resulted in a reduction of carbon dioxide emissions by approximately 9 billion pounds. So you can appreciate that the fish at this point are thanking you for your contribution. Okay? So the work that you're doing is vitally important, but there's a lot more work to do. So I aim to expand your knowledge on how important a decrease in carbon dioxide emissions are from my single perspective, let alone the thousands of other organisms on the planet that would be impacted if we allow those emissions to continue to rise. So therefore, this week I want to challenge you. I want to challenge you to collaborate, to think outside the box, to know that the work you do here does, in fact, have a global impact. And what we want you to do over these next 2.5 days is meet new people, encourage you to broaden your perspectives, and to finally take some action. So we're set for a really awesome summit with a number of fabulous speakers. In fact, kicking it off tonight with a keynote speaker by Mr. Bill McKibben right here in this auditorium. So without further ado, let's get this summit started. Thank you.